Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 with your host, Hard Truck One. Hello everyone, welcome back to the farm. So, so between last episode and this episode, I got our contract field pretty much done. We'll finish up. We'll finish up here, and then we'll go dump the wheat and get all of our money settled. So as I'm starting this up, kind of gonna, I kind of want to go over a few things in this episode with you guys. So one is, so I watched a little bit more on Farming Simulator 22, and I'm actually kind of excited to see what it has to offer still. So, what we know about it right now is the fact that seasons is definitely is based in the game, which is cool. It's going to be interesting how Giant has interpreted seasons. Of course, and again, they call it cycles, but I mean season cycles. It's basically the same thing. I'm kind of excited for some of the new crops coming in. One of the crops that I absolutely know that's in there is grapes. I may become a grape farmer in 22, maybe. It's really interesting to see a lot of that stuff in. However, there are a few disappointments. One of the disappointments is I heard it was talked about by the community that to see if the GPS mod was going to be, if they were going to do the GPS mod. Sadly, they mentioned, sadly they mentioned that no, they're not doing a GPS. So that I kind of figured that, but at the same time I'm kind of annoyed with that because now that has to be modded in, and depending on, you know, how soon Giant releases their editor along with the game, it would well, let me just take and say that between Farming Sim 17 and Farming Sim 19, I have gotten really disappointed with the GPS mod, because the one in 17 had so much more, had a whole lot more potential in it than the GPS mod that we got. Not to take and say that I'm not, how do I want to put this? I'm thankful for what we got, but at the same time, I'm also kind of like, well, this thing could have been better. I mean, there's a lot of potential in it, but the problem is now that Farm Sim 22 is going to be basically out at the end of this. Most Farming Sim 19 mods are going to be, well, obsolete now. And really, truthfully, we actually had, believe it or not, 3 years that the GPS mod that we have could have potentially had some really nice upgrades to it. I know yes, I know you're gonna take and complain. Well, one year nobody had any. Well, problem is modders don't have to have contact to mod to do a mod. Um, so I hate to tell you, but that argument's out the window because I mean that should have really truthfully gave any modder more time to work on their mods, but I did not see that throughout 19, so or throughout 2020, so oh well. Anyway, getting off of that. Getting off of that. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to know if maybe possibly they've added more some different animals to the game, like goats and like goats, ducks, geese. Be interesting to see how much, if any, if they added any new livestock. And it would be nice to see if they've added any different ways to take care of the animals. Like do we have different like, do we actually have the separation of female and male, not just a unisex? Or do we have the ability to separate them and stuff? Whoop! I'm running over the crop. Thankfully, it's not my crop, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, it would just be kind of interesting to see what they're if they've redone the animals, or if they plan to do anything with the animals, or if it's just what you see is what we got from 19. Another aspect of it is it would be nice to see a different variety of machines and buildings and stuff. Because right at the moment, I mean, they do have in-game buildings and stuff and everything. Because if we go, where's my mouse? If we go here and we go like sheds, I mean, we have these 3 sheds. That's it. But it would be nice to see, a variety of, different sheds and stuff like we can do in the modding community. Different ways to get seeds and stuff, because like right now, our only way to get seeds is through buying bags. It would be kind of cool if the silos, if the base game silos not only could hold the different types of fruit crops, but it would be nice to kind of like see one that is like a seed hopper or a seed silo, and then in the either in the pallets or maybe even over here somewhere in like miscellaneous would be like a buying thing that you could buy it off of the ground, or you could buy the seed from there, or maybe like have it on like the garden area, or like at the at a general store that you would go and step in, go into a marker and basically go, I need to buy such and such amount of seed, and could you deliver it to my farm? And maybe it might have a time on it. It's like, okay, well we'll and everything. It would just be kind of interesting to see a little more integration of of actual farming things. You know, like we have an ag center that deals with bulk food, deals with bulk seed, deals with the bulk fertilizers. They have it in such a way that if they have it in stock, they'll deliver it now. If they don't have it in stock, you know, it's like, you know, if it's like a, if it's like after the evening, it'll be delivered tomorrow. So, yeah, so it'd just be, it's just those kind of interesting little integrations that it would be nice to see them, would actually be nice to see them integrated, but at the same time, it's also, I know the limitations. I do like the fact that they said that they've upgraded their engine to run DirectX 12, which means that we might actually see a lot more customization of a lot of stuff. But at the same time, I'm also wondering if, you know, because of their limitation that they have on their own engine, that they're missing out on being able to put in a lot of the different stuff. So, okay, so, all right. So if you haven't seen last week's episode, the reason why I'm dumping the grain into here is because where this person wants to sell is way down here at the bottom of the map in this Logistics South here. Problem is, yes, there's roads here, but the only way to get to this sell point is through the train. So unfortunately, I'm harvesting up here, traveling all the way down to this silo, to the railroad silo. Then once we get done at the railroad silo, once we get done with the field dumping into here, then I'll hop into the train, get all the stuff out of the silo, and then we'll dump it. I think this one last load is all we have of the field left. I think in either last episode or I think in between episodes maybe, I'm not 100% sure. I did a test and I dumped the one that I had in the trailer, the first load that I had in the trailer. I dumped it in the railroad silo, got into the train, was able to load the train up with the wheat, and then dumped it into there, and it took it. So that's unfortunately how we're gonna have to do it. So anyway, so might be wondering, you know, if when Farm Sim 22 comes out, if Farm Sim 19 is gonna go away. No, it's not. It's going to stick around until we get to the point where we're actually settled on this map. I think, as I said before, I don't really have a goal for this. We're just going for it. And of course, you're gonna make me slow down for... Thanks. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so FS19 might actually come, might be sticking around for a long time. I don't know how long it's going to stick around for, but it's definitely going to stick around until, definitely until 22 comes out. And it may definitely stick around for quite some time after. I don't know. I haven't really determined whether or not I'm going to kill off 19 after 22 comes out. But I definitely want to. It definitely will take and stick around for a while. We're going to get this swipe finished up, so that should finish out the field. We'll park this over on the corner because they're going to have, well, I guess we'll park it down here by this corner. Because this is rented equipment, so it'll have to go back. And everything. Speaking of, okay, not quite rented equipment, but if there's any farmers that are a part of the community here, how does the demo, the machine demo stuff work? Is it like, you know, how does the machine demo stuff work? Is it like, you know, random? Because, and the only reason why I'm asking is because I tried to apply for a demo in our area for a swather, and the company that that I talked to basically said that if they have a demo in the area, then they'll contact us. But I'm kind of wondering if you know, it's kind of like a first come first serve, or just what, I don't know. I'd love to have somebody comment and kind of help me understand how demos work. So anyway, so we're basically done here with this. We're just gonna shut it down here. Leave that there. We're gonna take this on down to the railroad silo and get it dumped in the railroad silo. And then from there, we're gonna load up the train and finish this delivery. Hello, Coyote. You were a little loud in the ear. And I kind of forgot to take and say, I do apologize for how dark it is on the video. This is basically just, I don't have any special way of making it lighter, making it darker. I definitely don't do any video editing, as you guys may know, but do tell me if it's too dark. I might raise it a little bit, or, you know, tell me if you do like this to see it as dark like this, because I know I've watched a lot of other YouTubers, and I know when it starts getting dark like this, they like putting the brightness up, and I know that, I know looking out over there where it's dark and stuff, and you can't see exactly what's over there and everything, but I kind of like the mystery of it. I kind of like the mystery of it, because it's like you're watching a video and you're looking and you're like, ooh, it's dark. You know, it's dark. You can't see what's in the dark. And then all of a sudden, whatever you're doing or whatever happens is just like, it's like, ooh, it pops up. So I don't know. Do you guys like that? Is it too dark? Is it too dark? Is it okay? I'd like to know you guys' feedback on it. So, all right, so we're gonna dump this. I heard the train go by. We're just gonna go ahead and shut this one down right here, because it's gonna disappear anyway. All right, let's go find the choo-choo. There's the choo-choo. All right, so I'm gonna just let him go all the way around, because he's really, truthfully, I mean, he's halfway there, so you might as well just let it run. Kind of a nice scenic run. I mean, even though we can't see partially what's there. Wow, that corner's really close to that. Wow. This must have been a community that had a lot of steam engines, because 2 water towers on the same line, that's a lot of water there. While we're running down this, has anybody ever ridden the Amtrak? I know I've ridden it a couple of times to California, and I kind of like, I really like that. Oh, I really like the Amtrak. I would love to take, I'd love to take a trip all the way around the United States on the Amtrak. It seems like it would be kind of a cool, kind of a cool run. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do here, see, as we come up, I don't know if you can see it in the headlights of the train, but as we come through this station here, see right there is where the filler is, where the sell point is, and yeah, you can't get to that from there. I guess you could get to it from, I guess you could really truthfully get to it there, but at the same time, I don't think you could back onto it very well with the stuff. I think the way that they have it, here is you use the train. You have to use the train to get to that last one. So we're gonna slow down. Slow down, because we got to get over the top of, you might not be able to see it, but we have to get over the top of the third car there. That. Hit W. Fill the wheat. Whew, this is a big train. And so that way we're not running too much more time on this, because I'm kind of over the top of my stopping point. We'll just back the train off, get it sold off, and then we'll sign off from there. Alright, so back all the way up. This is quite interesting. I mean, I've I've never had a mission that really, truthfully, I mean, you were technically forced to use the train. I mean, I know in some cases there's like logging maps that you can use the train to haul the wood with, but I've never really actually had a mission where you had to use the train car. Am I not far enough back? Oh, I wasn't far enough back. Huh. Hold on, gotta go forward. Well, I'm befuzzled. Which car has the grain in it? This is this one, right? Yeah, it is this one. Okay. Oh, I bet you I know what I gotta do. I bet you... Come on. Alright. Go over the thing. Hop in the... Oh, yeah. There's the discharge. Alright. So we'll get this man's wheat dumped out. And while we're dumping the wheat out, I'm waiting to see. Ooh, wow. Wow, we got quite a bit of wheat off of his field to finish his contract, plus we got 28 grand ourselves. So. Alright, well with that, we're going to hop over here to the farm, and I'm going to sign off here. Next time you see me on this farm, it'll probably be daylight, because I'll probably roll time forward. So, but anyway, yeah, hope you're enjoying the series. I'm looking forward to seeing about getting Farm Sim 22 and checking out all of its features that we only can dream about. And yeah, so I'm Hard Truck 1. This is Farming Simulator 19, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Laters.